Let's talk about Michigan certifying the election results for Joe Biden, Bill Barr's disappearing act, and what Mitch McConnell has been doing to damage the country and hurt the American people. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So in the run-up to Thanksgiving, this Thanksgiving week, I was debating on what topic to cover in today's daily video. And as we all now know, Michigan has just certified the election results and declared Joe Biden the winner. Not exactly breaking news, given that Joe Biden won Michigan pretty handily, but still, unfortunately, it turned into a bit of a cliffhanger. But now we all know that we are one day closer to a post-Trump America. That's a good thing. I also thought about talking about Bill Barr, who has gone underground, off-grid, right? Maybe wisely keeping his head down now because things are about to catch up with him. And I've started to hear a smattering of voices suggesting, well, maybe when the Biden administration takes over, they should just turn the other cheek and let bygones be bygones and put the long national nightmare behind us by declining to prosecute Trump and company for their crimes, in the name of healing the nation. And I thought to myself, we've just spent the last couple of years railing against Bill Barr for corruptly shielding Donald Trump and his criminal associates from investigations and prosecutions. And now we're supposed to say that the incoming administration should functionally do the same thing and shield Trump and company from criminal investigations and prosecutions? Doesn't that in substance make us just as corrupt as Bill Barr? But what I settled on talking about today, folks, and we'll talk about those other topics in the coming days, particularly Bill Barr and what needs to be done with Trump and company for the crimes they've committed. But what I wanted to talk about today is what Mitch McConnell has been doing in the run-up to Thanksgiving, as so many Americans are struggling and suffering. Mitch McConnell just sent the Senate into recess with no coronavirus relief package for struggling Americans. That's not a concern of Mitch McConnell's. Maybe Mitch McConnell has missed all of the recent reporting, like Columbia, South Carolina. Lines stretch for hours at Harvest Hope as Columbia Food Bank expects hard holidays. Or out of Los Angeles, California, LA food banks gather long lines ahead of Thanksgiving. Long snaking lines outside an LA food bank just days before Thanksgiving point to the economic downturn spurred by the coronavirus pandemic. How about right here in Washington, D.C.? D.C. Catholic Food Pantry, months of long lines with no end in sight. Since the coronavirus pandemic wreaked havoc on the U.S. economy beginning in March, the Spanish Center Food Program has grown from 60 recipients a week to 600, Catholic Charities officials said. Or maybe Mitch McConnell missed all of these photos showing the staggering food bank lines across America. Minneapolis, Food Line. Anaheim, California, Food Line. Detroit, Michigan, Food Line. Sunrise, Florida, Food Line. San Antonio, Food Line, Food Line, Food Line. What has Mitch McConnell been doing? Not trying to alleviate the suffering of millions of Americans out of work, out of food, losing hope. Now, Mitch McConnell has been busy cramming federal judges down America's throat. 6 since November 3rd, including not qualified judges. And the reason I use the term not qualified is because that's the official American Bar Association rating. They don't call them unqualified. They say they are not qualified to be federal court judges. The latest Trump-McConnell not qualified judge, Catherine Kimbrell Mizell. We'll be talking about her in the coming days. But that's what Mitch McConnell has been doing while Americans have been suffering and struggling. He's been degrading the quality of the federal judiciary. He's been soiling the federal bench with not qualified judges. But we're going to fix it. I've talked about this before in other videos, and I'm not going to dwell on it now. But we're going to fix what Mitch McConnell broke. We're going to unpack the courts. We're going to create and deploy the Citizens Brigade of Court Watchers. And we're going to increase the number of judges on the federal bench. We're going to do it. We the people. Because justice matters. It matters. And folks, as always, thank you for tuning into these YouTube videos. Please feel free to hit subscribe if you haven't already. Also, I would encourage you to follow me on Twitter. I'm on there all day and night trying to answer your legal questions at Glenn Kirshner 2. And then finally, you can go to patreon.com if you want to more formally support our all-volunteer efforts. You can go on to patreon.com, become a patron. If you choose to do that, I will send you some Team Justice stickers. We are Team Justice over on patreon.com. And I'll also include a personal handwritten note of thanks. So as always, folks, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.